Well, hello everyone. It's time for another video update. We've had a number of great things happening in the society, and so I figured it's time just to give you what those details are and to make some announcements for us going forward. So the first thing to talk about, of course, which is our big event of the year, we have our annual meeting that will be coming up this fall. So we will be actually having our event at the Sheraton Grand in Chicago, probably one of the more iconic hotels in Chicago. It's going to be a fantastic meeting from start to finish. It's going to be October 11th through the 14th, so we really would love to see everybody there. Right now, we're still developing the program, though. It's not finalized just yet. In fact, you should have received an email from Tanya Beiswinger, who actually is the chair of our research committee. And then right now we have our call for abstracts that's headed out to you. Guidelines have been updated, and so we want you to pay attention to those. A number of different formats that you can possibly present in. We're going to add the Learning Lab now for more practical hands-on components if we can feasibly make that happen, as well as the traditional podium-style presentations. One of the things that we're super excited about is at last year's meeting, if you didn't get a chance to attend, we actually had from the ASES side, Dr. Matson did an amazing job of coordinating a roundtable discussion with a number of the ASES members, a lot of the members that we know personally as well as professionally, and it was the hit of the meeting. And so it went over so well, not only from our standpoint as asset members, but the doctors involved, they really loved it too. In fact, it generated such a buzz on their side, other physicians asked if they can be involved in the future. So we're going to do that again. And so we got to thank Steve Thomas for his coordination efforts and his conversations with Dr. Matson, and super thanks to Dr. Matson as well for wanting to do this a second time around. It's a lot of work, a lot of coordination amongst different people, but it's going to be an amazing component, and we really hope you get to see that. So try to get your abstract in. If you're due to present, or even if you have some additional information you'd like to share with us and it's not within your time frame to present just yet, you can present too. You can at least submit an abstract, but if we get too many, then we'll have to be selective about what we pick. But nonetheless, we encourage everybody to submit something so that we can continue to share the information with each other. The deadline is June 1st. Now, as a quick recap, personally, I was able to be involved with this event. So this past weekend, April 14th and 15th, hosted by Duke University was our continuing education course. And so this year, with my long-term mentor, Dr. Kibler, along with Angela Tate, June Kennedy, and Dr. Garrigus, we actually had a fantastic day and a half of just speaking about all things scapula for the most part, as well as some osteoarthritis conditions and concerns. And it was an amazing meeting. We had 62 attendees. The feedback was simply positive. The majority of the individuals there just gave us some glowing reviews. What they told us firsthand was even amazing. It was just from start to finish a great weekend. We got to share our knowledge, and we got to interact with colleagues around the area and around the country. So it was simply wonderful, and I just want to thank June Kennedy because it was an amazing amount of coordination. She did a fantastic job, and as the membership chair, as the education chair, and as your president-elect. She had many hats on. So she did a fantastic job from start to finish, and it was great to just be a part of that. Now, you should have received the email in regards to this next announcement, but I want to make sure that it's brought up again just in case we need to clarify anything. So a sister organization in Europe, so EUSR, so the European Society of Shoulder and Elbow Rehabilitation, very similar to what we do as part of ASSET. We've been working for years just trying to figure out how do our two groups do more things together. And to be quite honest with you, that was spearheaded by Kelly Bliven. So when Kelly was our president, and even as she cycled out of that role, she continued to foster and nurture that relationship. And so she's been just working very, very well in regards to trying to get our two societies connected. And we're at a point now where we're going to start doing some amazing things together, we believe. So the first item is to get us connected better with each other. And so EUSR has so graciously offered to allow asset members to become basic EUSR members at that membership level, which is to no cost to us. So that is an immense gesture of generosity on their part, and we're very thankful for that. So we do get some benefits of their society. We don't have access to everything, but at least this is a nice stepping stone to really bridge the gap between our two groups. And then coming forward, We don't have all the details finalized just yet, but we are in the works of developing some short clip podcasts where we actually have a representative from Asset and a representative from User working together on a specialized topic. It'll be interview style, maybe it'll just be some general conversation, but nonetheless we're going to have some great information coming your way. It might not be the middle of this year, but we're going to really try to get this out and finalized at least by the end of 2018. And I also wanted to make the announcement, if you're not familiar, is our most recent achievement in regards to membership status within Asset. So we have developed what we are simply calling the Fellowship of Asset. And so this was really designed for the individuals who really go above and beyond for the society. This could be anything from just many years of service, research, education, a combination of any of those, and we just felt it would be a good thing to recognize those individuals and just designate them with a new level of membership status, a higher level, if you will. And so we have the requirements you see listed here on the screen. You have to be a member or have been a member for at least 10 years, committed to the service component for 5 years minimum, in addition to 70% annual meeting attendance as well as 50% presentation at those meetings. And so again, the above and beyond was really what we were going after. And so we will have our inaugural class being recognized this year at this annual meeting. Some applications are still pending, which is why I'm not going to announce any names just yet, but hopefully we'll have a large number of people to really move into this role, and then that way we get to really encourage and uplift our peers, and it's going to be a great thing come this October. And then finally, folks, we have to be able to understand that we cannot function without the help of others, and really that comes from our sponsors. And so we are growing in regards to sponsorship, which we're thrilled to death about. Our sponsors, not only are their products applicable and their companies are reputable, but also at the same time, the people we get to interact with that represent them are simply amazing people. And so this growth has really been spearheaded by Jonathan Sum. You have to thank him. We know we all have individual relationships with some companies and some sponsors, but at the same time, Jonathan's been the one to really be the person to pull all this together. So I can't thank him enough for that work and for that effort. And also I want to individually recognize Incrediware, Kinex, NextSling, ShoulderSphere, Fujifilm Sonosite, Structure and Function Education, as well as Theragun. Amazing people, amazing companies, and we thank them so much for allowing Asset to grow and actually to function and do some great things as a result of their help. So folks, that's really it. So just a quick update for you. There'll be another update coming sometime this summer. At that point, we should have some more sound details about the annual meeting programming, and as well as some possibly other benefits that are coming, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much.